Hello guys, welcome back. We're streaming again, we're making more art. Today guys, I'm actually going to be working on the Raven. I didn't actually get to anything yesterday guys. I hoped I would, but hello, thank you so much for the crack. I didn't get around to doing my Raven yesterday guys. Yesterday it was kind of chaotic. I actually started trying to stream from my mum's studio and a lot of things went wrong. Tech came in the way, guys. It was really complicated. I had hoped I could do it from the iPad, but it just wasn't kind of working, guys. So ultimately, it's probably going to be a thing that's kind of tough no matter what. So maybe it's a thing for somewhere down the track, guys. We'll see. Hello, Zero. How are you? How are you? So, something exciting, guys. We're gonna do a small mini unboxing actually, because I ordered colored pencils from Japan last week. So I'll show you guys what I got. We have these, guys. We have these. So basically, these are my uni colored pencils that I got, and this was the last one I was able to find. I needed this one because otherwise how on earth am I gonna know which colors are in here? But yes guys, and we also got all of these different leads which I have put to the test briefly, and I'll show you guys what I created with that. But yes, we are going to do an unboxing of these, and I'll show you guys how they work. So I've got some erasable eraser. I've got this one, and then we have got all of these mechanical pencils. All of these guys, so many. What's in the box? Lots and lots of mechanical pencils from uni. Mitsubishi Pencil Co. So there's all of them, guys. All the different pencils. And these are all the different leads. So we can give this a go. They already have lead in them, guys. They already have lead in them. They look freaking fantastic. Alright, so I will show you guys what I have done with these. I put these to the test. Obviously I only got these today, but I put some of the lead in one of my other pencils, and I colored one of my recent drawings, guys. Actually colored it, and I'll show you guys very briefly how it works. So this is my little Reaper, and using the colored pencils, I added the terracotta pot, the flower, and some green to those leaves. So I'll show you guys on one of my other pieces. We can do a quick coloring, guys, of this one. And I'll show you guys how it works. So it's pretty darn cool. This is the red one. And you can see very, very faint color. So I haven't used these a whole lot. I need to get used to them. Figure out properly how they work. But you can go a lot darker or a lot lighter with them. You have as much control as you do with the normal graphite, which is really awesome. I would really recommend these. It's just such a nice, easy way to add, color to artwork that's a quick sketch. You don't want to go, the whole full-blown watercolor direction. And for me, I don't really have the option to do the whole watercolor route because obviously, you know, not all paper allows you to do so, so my sketchbooks are a little bit, you know, the paper doesn't allow for saturated water, so it wouldn't work, guys. It just wouldn't work. But yeah, as you guys can see, it is a super cool way to add that color. Super cool. Are ladybugs red all over or only on the shells? I think they're black on the front, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they're red all over. But you know, some pieces, like especially like this one, I feel like they really just need color to make sense. And so it's for those couple of pieces that I wanted to get these. But yeah, I'd highly recommend getting these, guys. Finding the actual pencils for them is a real struggle. I paid $50 for all of these mechanical pencils, so all of these, which I think is kind of expensive for a set of pencils. Although if you think about it, you know, if you go to, you know, like your local stationery store, one of these pencils, you know, it depends on what you buy. If you buy a Bic one, they can be fairly expensive anyways if you buy them individually. So I guess it kind of depends, but I guess I thought $50 for all of these is kind of pricey. The reason I did it was because I could not find anywhere else where they had these exact 7 colors and they were all 0.5. So I was able to find different colored mechanical pencils with different colored barrels. But every time I did, those colored pencils, guys, they would be, you know, like different lead sizes. They would usually be a 0.7 and then a 0.5 and a 0.3. And so there wasn't anywhere that I was able to just find all 0.5 and all different colored barrels. So I ultimately just caved in and just got these because it wasn't worth the effort trying to look more. But yeah, as you can see, that creates... Sorry for the glare, guys. The glare is actually kind of awful today. I don't know why it's so bad. But as you guys can see, that created beautiful color on my ladybug. Beautiful color, guys. It's really freaking awesome. So, I love these. Tento Mushi? What's that? I didn't get the reference though, I know. Hello, Gazmag, how are you? Welcome. You caught another nugget stream, Paula. Hello, welcome back. It's from a 1995 movie called Seven, starring Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. What's in the box is a dialogue from the final act. You won't say more if I haven't seen the movie. Added to my list. I will. Maybe I have seen it like a long time ago, but Tentomushi is a Japanese word for ladybug in Japanese folklore. A ladybug with 7 black spots is said to carry the 7 sorrows of the world so that others can be happy. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm very happy with how subtle this color is as well. I didn't want anything that's super vibrant. I wanted it to look similar to my graphite, and I feel like this is just exactly what I was after. So I'm stoked. I'm so stoked, guys. I don't know if we have like... I could show you guys on this one. I'm kind of surprised this one already came with the lead. I'm really surprised. Might do we go with like a... I think we'll go with like a purple. There we go. You can control how light and dark you want to go as well. try to zoom in so you guys can see that a bit better. There we go. But yeah. This is like a coloring in project. Oh my gosh. But yeah, as you guys can see, just a beautiful subtle way to add color. It's not super saturated. It fits my style well. Thank you. Exactly, Zug. Yeah, I didn't want anything too saturated, so I think this is really awesome. I think this one I don't even remember. I think I did this one with my pastel pencils, and I do like them, but they add a sort of graininess that doesn't work well with normal mechanical pencils. So I wanted something that works better with the graphite ones, and I'm really happy with these. But yeah, I might color a couple of them here and there. We'll see. It'll be fun. Ludrick, hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, little cops. These were colored with Copics. As you guys can see, like some of these I'm actually kind of really happy with, but it does create a very saturated look in comparison to the, you know, these pencils. This one was also done with Copics. I'm really happy with this one. But then other ones, I feel like the Copics add a highlighter look, which I don't love all too much. This one I've actually really wanted to color, particularly like, you know, her, what do you call it, her mask. I really wanted her mask to be nice and like a red mask. So like, you know, now I can actually do that. It really feels exactly like a normal pencil as well. A normal lead mechanical pencil. There's really nothing different to it, which I love. It looks so good with color. It was Shapeshifter, Dover. I reckon I picked Shapeshifter for the art challenge, if everyone can draw Shapeshifter. They now at this point have like 2 weeks till the end of the month. I believe you've already done yours, Dover. Fat Bob, hello, how are you? You've been good, Zug. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear. I'm gonna love having just that little splash of colour throughout my sketchbooks from now on. It'll be great. Absolutely great. All right, let's try the one of these blues. Oh, I'll try this blue for her eyes. This one is incredibly subtle. This one also seems to feel a little different, which is interesting. I don't know why this one feels slightly different to the other one. I feel like you can barely even see this one has color. It's kind of cool. Just that little bit of color. I'm gonna add color to her toy as well. A little fur ball. I feel like with the light blue color, you really have to press fairly hard. Probably because it's just so light compared to all these other colors. And if you want it to show, you gotta press fairly hard. But I can see it. Looks good. Looks really good. So I don't have a yellow, but I do have a, what do you call it? An orange. But yeah. It does look good. She's holding, this was like, if I were a superhero, I think I just sketched this as my little superhero prompt for an art challenge that we had some time ago. And this little one, yeah, she was my entry for that prompt. And I don't remember, but basically her little fur ball was how she protected the world. He would fix wrongs and things like that. But yeah, I always wanted to add a red color to her face, so I'm really happy. But yes, guys, we are doing a different challenge today, guys. Different challenge altogether. Ooh, I could add red to... I'm just like pretty much adding red now to all my... or color to all my sketches. It's so fun, guys. It's really addictive. This one, though... I feel like this one needs to have some Copics in it. So I'm gonna go with a couple of Copics. We'll see. What I wanted to try and see is where's my pale green code? I had wanted to try earlier. If I did a very subtle kind of green. So I like the Copics for some things, but sometimes I feel like the colored pencils are just that little bit better. I wanted to see on these if I can just... So this is a very different colored green, obviously, as you guys can tell. But I can actually shade that green too, which is super awesome. Super awesome. I don't know what color to make her dress. I think this pale blue. This pale blue color. There we go. She looks good. She looks good. And I can also add like a slight bony creaminess. There we go. So much better with color. You created a thread in the Art Challenge forum. I can take a look at it later and also update the command here so people can check it out. Oh, thank you so much, Dover. I appreciate that. We thought it might have been a hedgehog. Thought I was... Oh, a pufferfish or a hedgehog. Yeah, I can see that. You didn't think you'd be hearing the words bony creaminess today. Well, I wanted to give it a bit, you know, a creamy look. You get my point. That's adorable. You think that there's no lower jaw? Yeah, that was on purpose. I didn't want to do the lower jaw symbol. Sometimes I just like this look. On some of my other ones I've done lower jaws, but I feel like it gives an expression and I wanted this one to be expressionless. Harley's actually doing well, Dover. So Harley's my goldfish, guys, and she has been unwell now for probably 3 to 4 months. She used to be in this tank and she actually stopped being able to float. So goldfish, if you guys know, they have a swim bladder, and that swim bladder allows them to sort of have buoyancy in the water. So little Harley, unfortunately, stopped being able to float. And we didn't know why. So we took her to the vet. She's been to the vet 2 times now, I reckon. And the last time we were at the vet, unfortunately, the vet said that she thinks there's a chance Harley has cancer. Yeah, you can take fish to the vet, Semper. So my goldfish are really expensive. and very rare. So, you know, and I love them. So if I can save their little lives, I would much prefer to do so. But yes, so the vet said that she thinks what might be going on is Harley has cancer and it has enlarged, and now her normal swim bladder cannot float her because there's this mass inside her that's not supposed to weigh as much as it does. So the positive thing is Harley, she said to look at Harley's body, and if one side of Harley's body is, you know, growing more out of proportion than the other side, it's a sign that it could be cancer and to look out for it. But, you know, we've been keeping an eye on her, and both of Harley's sides are very even. It doesn't seem like there's anything growing disproportionately. She's still doing little wiggles. She seems fairly happy, because the main reason we took her to the vet was because we were unsure whether she was in pain, and it was better to just euthanize her. So yeah, I basically, the vet said that, you know, as long as she's eating and as long as she's, you know, not sullen, just sitting in a corner all day, she's still probably fine and has quality of life. So at this point, it could be cancer. If Harley is still okay in a month, it's probably not cancer, and that means we are going back to the vet, and we will probably be, you know, looking at something else we can do, whether we do surgery, you know, because if it's an enlarged organ, which is also another common thing in goldfish, then my veterinarian can do surgery. So we'll see what it is, but we won't know. We have to wait. At the moment, Harley is doing really great. She's looking healthy and happy, and that's all that matters. We're trying to keep her as comfortable as we can, and, you know, if there's a positive end of this story, that'll be so amazing. My camera quality is really good. Where can you see the model? Any setup command? I think there might be. There we go. Dover has it. It's also in the about panels, I believe. But yes, I have two Sony a6000 cameras bought to me by my beautiful community. So I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, the Blue Yeti microphone, which we've had now for, what, 4 years, I reckon? But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make a quick break, guys. I have to change the background color to green. It's meant to be green, guys. Look. Oh, we don't have a blue. We only have a red. Actually, I'll make a break later. Do break later. We're gonna be drawing the, what do you call it? The Neka has brain capacity problems when she draws. I cannot multitask, guys. I have like inability to multitask. But what I was gonna say is we are going to do a raven today, and I want to do the raven this scale because I want to eventually draw my raven on one of my canvases. So these are about the same size as this canvas is, and I was hoping, just move the colored pencils out of the way first. Really love those so much. So happy with them. So happy. Thank you, Bonkraz. I appreciate that. You have no gear items to select for Ghost. You had an albino Jack Dempsey you got from a pet store that had a bad swim bladder. He was surrendered to them and you adopted him until he launched himself out of the tank and found him after work. Oh, Senpa, no. I am so sorry to hear that. How long did you have him for? My tanks are all enclosed for that reason. Because my dad recently had a fish jump out of his tank as well. It happens, guys. Fish do that. Do not ask me why. Almost 2 years? Did he live 2 years with the swim bladder issue? Well, that's really positive to know, Semper. Because looking at little Harley, we have now given Harley her own tank. It's not very big because she's not swimming that much. It's about this big. She can only really swim on the bottom. So we've put Harley in that tank now because the other fish actually try to eat her, which is normal. And we don't want her getting bullied, or, you know, if they peck on her too much, she will lose her slime coat and she can actually die from, you know, infection or something. So we had to move her to a separate tank, and, you know, she's in our kitchen now where we get to see her every day. And we're getting so much more attached to her now that, you know, she's going through all of this, and we're, you know, rooting for her and hoping it all goes well. Your tank was fully enclosed. He knocked the lid off. Oh my gosh. What lid? Tell me it wasn't glass, because I find it incredible to think they can knock a glass lid off. Done with colored pencils. Eat. Your guy lived with a blind goldfish? Oh my gosh. I've seen blind fish. I don't know how they do it. But yeah. Oh, you can actually draw like straight onto this. I wonder, guys. For today's artwork, maybe we draw straight onto that. Let's see. Straight onto the canvas, because later I'm gonna make this an oil painting, guys. We'll do our best to see what we can come up with. And I'm gonna do our little raven, guys. It was hinged particularly. He would have spasms and launch himself full speed across the 100-gallon tank. He'd hit the glass so hard. A couple times he saw blood. Oh my gosh. That's so freaky. That is really crazy. Unbelievable. So how big was this, what is a Jack Dempsey? I thought it's like a pleco. Is it like a pleco fish? Oh. Okay, it's a cichlid. Wait. Your cichlid with swim bladder lived with your blind goldfish? And they were okay together? I'm kind of surprised. Interesting. He was as big as your hand. Okay, that's fair. I doubt my goldfish can pull that off. They're just not, goldfish are not strong swimmers, and they kind of just like bounce into like everything in their tank. They're terrible, terrible swimmers. Absolutely terrible. All right. Where are we? There we go. Trying to find something specific at the moment. Specific type of reference, guys. He was in such bad shape he didn't like live food. He only ate bloodworms and chicken liver. Oh my gosh. That is so tragic. That is so tragic indeed. Okay. Ravens are so beautiful. Painting this one is actually going to be so much fun because of how beautiful I can make these feathers. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just wondering, obviously this needs to be a very vertical image, but I'm trying to think of interesting things. Like ravens love collecting shiny things. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. What could I maybe do? This one, cool raven pose. Hello, Tango. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I also I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but Ampersand's gesso boards, they actually smell so good. Oh my gosh, I love them. They smell really good. Interesting raven pose. Let's see. I don't want the raven flying because I don't know if I can fit all of that. That's not a bloody raven. What is this? Oh my gosh. How on earth this is not a raven? Surely this is not a raven. I don't know what this bird is. I guess I could tweak it to be a raven. Possibly. Aww. I just saw a lovely picture of ravens. But I'm thinking of doing something of my own anyway, so we'll try something a bit different. But yeah, I don't think I want to do the flying raven. I don't think I do. Is that a bison art on the back? Yeah, well, kind of. It's supposed to be a yak or a white bison. Could just be a white bison. I think it looks more like a white bison than it actually looks like a yak. So yeah, it's definitely a bison, I guess. But yeah, it's one of my oil paintings that I'm normally working on when I'm not doing Drawlloween. And I will get back into it next month. We'll have to get back into it, right, guys? You know what, guys? I just realized a really cool background for this would actually be like a beautiful mountainscape or something. So, oh, I did find Raven with something in beak, and he's really cute, and he's like really fat too. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I'm starting to find really cute references now, guys. This is perfect. This is, oh my gosh, I think I found the one. I may have just actually found the one. It's funny, like sometimes I feel like you just don't get many and then all of a sudden you get heaps that are exactly what you're after. Like I'm looking for the perfect pose and it's not that simple. So many options though, guys. So many options. could also potentially just have the background be incredibly dark. But, like that, I know that seems weird having the raven be so dark, but sometimes it can, like, really let something shine. Great. I think... Why is this so laggy? Alright. I'm going to open a new folder on desktop and save these references because there are so many and I want to make sure I don't lose them. My computer crashes or whatever. Raven, I'll just call it Raven. Dover, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that.
What do you call a room full of ravens? Crowded.
True, true. I'm gonna move the ones that I don't reckon I want. All right. So I got options. I think I just want to do a cute raven, not with anything else. Just the cute raven. This one can go because I've got better references than that. This one can go too, I reckon. I really like the ones where they're nice and plump. Of course I do. I think I got the perfect reference at the moment for what I'm after. So we'll go with that. Right. Well, we can try to get started, guys. I reckon. Just see if I can actually erase on this thing. Might be best. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on here first, and then we'll run the canvas later. Actually, change my mind. Your blind goldfish looks like the orange and white one I have back there. Aww, that's so cute. Is he still going well? Right. Time to draw this. It's like... Just gonna need something to keep these. No, he passed 2 years ago. About a year after the Jack Dempsey. Aww. How long did he live while he was blind? Do you know why he passed? Was it any particular reason? Or was it just like, it's his time? There we go. Hold this for me, please. Thank you. All good. Kind of all good. Almost all good. There we go. Okay. Time to get this drawing started. Drawing this cute little raven, guys. Cute little raven. Something contaminated all 3 of your indoor fish tanks, killing all of your fish. Do you know what symptoms they had? That is so tragic. I think it was cleaning spray you were using on the floor. Oh my gosh, how did that get in the fish tank? That is so frustrating. Did you lose a lot of fish from that? Also, tank of guppies and a breeding tank for bristlenose blackguard. Oh my gosh. That sucks. Hello, Break Lane. Yes, it's Neka. How are you? You have hardwood floors. The spray had really strong chemical smell and you had to open all the doors and windows. I mean, how would you know though, like beforehand? I feel like it's just one of those really tricky things. How would you know before? At least now you know. But yeah, it's one of those things that's really hard. I drawing Zazu? I'm actually drawing a little raven, not Zazu, but yeah. Teeny little raven. I do tend to make the beaks too curvy, and then they look like not raven. But yeah. Zazu in a raven cosplay. Exactly. You went home and the family started bleeding. Aww. The aerosolization of the spray could have reached the water in the tank. Definitely, yeah. It's incredibly likely, sadly. I'm sure they felt really terrible. Your family. In my, you know, noob days when I just started taking care of fish, there were so many things I didn't know. Like, you guys don't want to see how I kept some of my first goldfish, and then they died repeatedly, one after the other, and I was so sad, so confused. How could I not keep these creatures alive? And it was because I didn't know what I was doing. Just didn't know. So, you know, sometimes we have to just live and learn, and there is no other way. In hindsight, I wish I had known I didn't know. Wouldn't have gotten the goldfish I had. Because I don't feel like you should have pets that you don't know how to take care of. But I thought I knew what I was doing. Legitimately thought I knew, and yeah, I was pretty terrible. Now I look back and I'm at old pictures of my goldfish tanks and I cringe. I literally cringe, guys. I was like, how on earth did I not know this? How did I not know? This is terrible. But, now I'm very particular. I've learned a lot, so hopefully no more goldies dying from my cause on my watch. I don't even know where is the light coming from in this piece. Guppy Tank is a science project for your teenager regarding selective breeding. Oh my gosh, and you had to start over. Yeah. However, I'm gonna use the electric razor. Like a dentist. I'm like a dentist, guys. I actually hate that fuzzy thing at the dentist. It's one of my worst, like one of the worst tools they use, I reckon. Now, hopefully, once my mini sketchbook arrives, I'll get actually better at doing smaller scale sketches. At least that is the idea. I want to do very like chunky, chubby feet. Really chunky. I'm so used to Zazu only having 2 toes forwards and 2 toes back that now I always want to draw every bird that way, but that's a parrot thing. I need to remind myself. Parrots have the only 2 forwards and back. Not all birds. Alright, so we have this some stump or something that this little birdie is sitting on, our little raven friend, Edgar Allan Crow. I'm gonna do like a pale green for the eye. I've had so much practice drawing trees recently that this one doesn't even feel very threatening. So I think the light's coming from this side, I believe. Such cute little dude. How often do I use references? It kind of depends, Jaden. Some, like this one, I'm using the reference a fair amount. One of my previous drawings, the one with all the trees, that one had like no references. So it depends. If I feel like a reference can enhance my piece, I'll use it. But yeah, otherwise, sometimes references get in the way, especially my style of work, which is very illustrative. A reference can actually really get in your way. So I sort of go by my gut. I feel like it's helping, I use it, otherwise I don't. But I would say for the most part, I probably use references. References teach you how to draw something better. So I'll always start a drawing and first probably check some references and see, can this come out better using one than not? And then I'll start and make my decision from there. Charles! Hello! How are you? Welcome. How are you doing? Guys, please go and give Charles Lister Art a follow. Different crew. Restaurant crew with superpowers. Got little Edgar in the corner here. No, that's actually the end of my stream alarm, but we're not ending stream yet. Thank you, Jaden. Thank you. Let's go give Charles a tombstone, guys. On this stream, if you subscribe, we give you a tombstone. I think it's time for us to bury Charles. Oh dear. I can't bury Charles because I forgot to actually reconnect the camera. I'm so sorry, guys. What's with that creepy hand? Who did the creepy... Oh, it's Charles's creepy hand. We're drawing a raven for the Drawlloween prompt at the moment, Charles. Are you gonna do any more Drawlloween ones, or you're pretty over it at this point? They're really fun. They're really fun. So I'm actually going to turn this one into an oil painting, guys. It's been my plan now for so long, and yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. When I saw this prompt at the start of Drawlloween, I was like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one where I draw a really cute, adorable little raven. And I make him look all plump and fat. have to make a quick break, guys. My mom just came to visit, so I will be right back. I don't know which screen to put it on, guys. We don't exactly. I'll just leave it like. just had to show one of my new pencils, guys. She'd been waiting to see them for a while. Yeah. So, let's see. What can we do for this little one? Is this my 0.5 or is this my... It's my thicker one. What am I doing with this one? I need this one. You'll keep going, you swear by it. Do you want to do some Mavs Drawlloween too? Yeah. Yeah, it's so fun. I love doing Drawlloween. No, so much little feathers to go. Oh, Charles, I actually got the barrels for the pencils that you recommended ages ago. Yeah. Took me ages to find these. There was only one place that still sold them. And I wanted the colored barrels because otherwise it'd be pretty annoying to find orange. So this is Uni Mitsubishi pencils. Uni Mitsubishi pencils. And it's the same, I think it's the same lead you use. The Uni ones. Zebra Color Flight. I don't know about those. Are those the barrels that you use? I seriously looked so long and hard trying to find... I love them. We actually spent the start of stream using those and it was so much fun. I like that... I usually use... So like I use Copics for certain areas of my drawings, but I feel like they have that highlighter effect. And I just don't particularly like that look too much. So these are very nice and subtle and I like that look. So hopefully I keep enjoying them. I'm sure I will. What prompt are you most excited to draw for this Drawlloween, Charles? Which of them? Because this is one of my favorite ones that I looked forward to most. Doing this little raven. I have big plans for this one. I want to do a full-blown oil painting of my little raven when I'm done. But it is going to be a small oil painting. Very, very tiny size. And I'm going to do it in my little pochard box setup that I've got. Let's walk away from Amelis. What? Do you guys feel like all the best actors like are dying now, or like not acting anymore? I just don't feel like I'm really into any of the new actors. Or maybe it's just that movies in general have started being, I don't know, less creative. I like the 2000s movies. I feel like that was one of the best eras of movies ever made. I want to try something. There we go. I'm much happier with that, I reckon. Much happier. You try not to think about it so that they live longer. All of them. Yeah, I know. Like, try to replace Morgan Freeman. Oh my gosh. He's just amazing. But yeah, I do feel like movie directing started just getting worse recently. I feel like all the best movies were made in the 2000s, but then, you know, maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe it's just me. What do you guys think? Do you feel like that is the case? You're blissfully ignorant of this because you actively resist learning to recognize actors, because once you do, it's hard to separate them from the role you first recognized them in. Okay. I feel like there have been some really good video game releases in the last 20 years. Video game, yes, but movies, I don't know. I feel like video games, I do actually also feel like there was a golden era of video games that, you know, we no longer have, but video games I don't feel like we've lost as much as with movies. Do you think Zazu would be proud of my bud, guys? People remember successful stuff, forget things that were forgettable. Yeah, that's true. Charles, what would you say is currently for you your biggest goal with your art in trying to like grow as an artist? Like, I guess what's an example? So I would say for me at the moment, probably one of the things is I want to get so much better at oil painting and having the same level of confidence rendering my oil paintings as I do with my graphite sketches, and just seeing if I can get the same level of detail out of that. And that would probably be my current biggest goal, I would say. Like, I feel like as artists, we always, you know, want to get better at making our style more consistent, or, you know, expanding our style, whatever. I feel like growing and making my style more consistent was probably something that I focused a lot more on 2 years ago, and it was a huge struggle, especially because I was transitioning from being a digital artist to a traditional artist, and I was also just really kind of finding myself and what it is that I wanted to create. But now I feel like I'm less focused on that and just trying to get confidence with my like particularly with my oil paintings. You're just setting up bits, don't mind you. For you, it's pushing the origin of the idea with more looseness and trying not to delve too soon into the details so that you can come up with different compositions and designs. You want to be confident even when the piece doesn't look like it's panning out, having the strength to push forth and really flex different outcomes which surprise even yourself. Yeah, I get what you mean. I had a piece that I worked on about earlier this year. It was like a commission for one of my patrons of his pet dog, and I wanted to try something with watercolor with that one in particular, and it initially didn't turn out at all how I wanted it to, but I almost scrapped that piece, but I kept going, and eventually it actually turned out really nice. I'm glad I kept going. Sometimes it's hard to know whether you should just pull the plug on a piece or whether it's the right time to just keep going. I think there's a balance. There's definitely times when you have ruined a piece because you kept going. There's this one artist who's he's really incredible with like pencil renders, and I keep mentioning him on stream and I forgot what his name is, and I can't actually, I follow him, but I follow so many people that I can't actually just find him now. But I keep wanting to show you guys his work. Yeah, I just thought his stuff is absolutely insane. Really cool. And he's also like a really nice artist, very friendly, and very genuine person. Charles, I gotta show you the tiny sketchbook that my community bought for me. I haven't gotten it yet. I don't think it's... He, so Charles, he draws... This guy draws a lot of, Man, he actually just has such a huge variety. So it's hard, he has incredibly loose lines, and he draws things with a lot of shape to them. That doesn't sound very descriptive, but yeah, he draws a lot of art. He draws some Asian style characters, also like animals like elephants and stuff. Lots of old people. Anything with like lots of lines, but he has such a simple drawing style where he can use very few... I don't even know if I'll recognize the name. Let me Google these. Well, Mirai art. Yeah, lots of fluid cross-hatching. Yeah, it's not... It's pencil. It's all in pencil. So yeah, it's not Will. I like his work. Damn, that's... So less fine rendering than Will Mirai. Very loose, sketchy rendering. I feel like you follow him. I don't know Elisa's art, but man, Charles, I love this. That is so incredible. Sorry, I should make this like full screen so you guys can actually see. I love that. But yeah, I think this is the guy. Is this the guy? No, I don't follow this guy. It's very similar to this guy's work. It's got this sort of sketching style. Exactly this sort of sketching style. Damn, I love this guy's face. Raven, heck yeah. Very similar to this guy. But I don't think it's this guy because I follow this person and I don't follow this guy. But damn, this guy's amazing. I should definitely follow. Oh, I love this bonsai one. This is so creative. But yeah, I don't think it's this guy. Man. Really nice lighting understanding. Yeah, he's incredible. Man, but the rendering is very, very similar to Jen's work. Very similar. I'll find the artist that I talked about. Definitely, I know. It's just gonna be a matter of time finding their work again. Is there any artist you found recently that you've been really inspired by, Charles? Really impressed by? There's one artist that Mab Graves shared during a previous Drawlloween. She does like fire art, pyro art, but she has an incredibly detailed style. I think it's Amy Cole art or something. And her work has just progressed so much over the years. I just love seeing all the new stuff she comes up with. And it's also just such an interesting medium. I mean, nobody really uses it, and she's used it in such an interesting way. And I just think she grows a lot as an artist, which I really like to see. Trying to think. Let me see if I can find her. It's someone that Mab and I both follow. So if I just go into Mab's following list. Um, Calamity Coal Art. That's the one. Okay, I'll show you guys her artwork. This is an artist who she uses like a pyro tool. It's pyrography basically. So she burns it into the, I don't know if it's all of her work that she does that with, but at least some of it. And she's got a really cool illustrative style. I don't think this one was done with pyro stuff, but I'll show you guys one that definitely was. This is really cool. I just love the repetition in this, but also how different and unique it is. That is just gorgeous. She has done so much. This is a sick piece. Look at that. That is friggin' cool. Friggin' cool. But yeah, she's grown so much as an artist. Absolutely incredible. Man, look at the detail in this, guys. And she's got her own unique thing that she's doing, which is just really amazing. Oh, I didn't even see this one. Little Frankenstein. That's cool. Cool. Yeah. So much amazing art here. H.R. Geiger. Bakinski. Ariel Perez art. You're a huge Bakinski fan. Alright, hang on. Ariel Perez art. Oh. Damn, this is cool. How is this color? Is this digital? I love the texture in this. I can't tell. Oh, look at the little, like, baby creature. Charles, I love this. Oh my goodness. Damn. Whoa, look at all these different vials. Oh my goodness. Damn. This guy is so creative. I love the frogs! I love the frogs, they're so cool. Heck yeah. This be awesome. I gotta give this guy a follow too. Oh my gosh, it's digital. Wow, it looks freaking fantastic. Freaking fantastic. You like his designs? He's got really a really imaginative mind. It's incredible. I always enjoy finding these like lesser known artists who no one really like knows about, and then seeing how they grow. It's really awesome. Because then you kind of feel like you've been part of that journey with them, seeing where they got to from their start. Well, I did say I wanted him chunky. I definitely made him chunky, guys. I don't know how, if I want to go with too much color though, because this is going to have to be scanned, and also I'm going to be printing this out kind of. I have this method, it's very complicated how to explain, but I found my own method of transferring my sketches onto canvas board. So what I actually do, it's a very messy process. I actually print the sketch onto, you know, this sticker, like label paper. I peel the sticker off and I use the back, like the shiny side or the smooth side of the sticker. So don't use the sticker. Take the sticker off, throw that out, and use the back of that sticker paper and print straight onto that. So what it does is the ink just kind of lays on top. It doesn't go anywhere. And then I printed out inverted and I slap that onto my canvas, and it actually turns out really great, because I don't need a lot of detail when I'm, you know, doing a print on canvas anyway. Obviously it doesn't matter because I'm going to be painting over it all, so it's really irrelevant if there's a ton of detail. So I just want the general shapes there so I don't have to trace it, because I hate tracing, guys. I don't know why. It's just one of my most hated activities. I don't like it. I'd rather redraw something than trace it. So that's been my general method for getting it on canvas. Looks like that paper is called release liner. Okay. So yeah, I print on the release liner then, basically. And it's so far worked for multiple paintings. So until today, up until today, it has worked like a charm. Yeah, I kind of hoped my printer would be able to print directly onto the sheets, the canvas board, because it can actually do really thick cardstock, but I think it doesn't like doing it because it can do cardstock that is that thick, but because it has some flex. Tracing is just training your brain to rely on the one-to-one. You're the same way, Knuckles. Good. I was always like, I see so many of my art friends and they trace all the time. I'm just like, I can't do it. Like, I go insane. My mind just starts being too bored, and then I just give up. I would literally rather redraw the piece on the canvas than trace it. I find it that boring. I think it's also why I find artists who do that super photorealistic art. I don't know, like, someone could probably like shoot me for saying this, but personally I don't really consider that art. I kind of feel like that's recreation. Like some form of photography, or, you know, I don't know. It just, to me, art is when you create something unique, or, you know, that that is not really unique to me because it can just be done with a photograph. You've just, I don't know, practiced a very meticulous skill, and it's just not my thing. I know a lot of people really admire it, and I get that, but it's just like copying off of a reference realistically. And given enough time, I just feel like anyone can really learn how to do that. It's not very creative. I like to see artists who, you know, they come up with their own ideas and tell their own stories, or they do something in an interestingly rendered style, and that's what makes it so unique. That goes for turning your artwork upside down to pull a stroke. It's a silly thing to be curious about, but in a way, it's an opportunity to learn how to draw lines that aren't comfortable to you. Yeah, I also have that issue. I don't like turning my thing around. Why? Why are we like this, Charles? Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Thought I was the only one. There must be a reason to it then. You think it's still art because they may be using certain techniques and way of doing it, but you feel like you're robbing yourself of the creative side of your brain and understanding the framework and scaffolding of art. With one-to-one art, you lose that aspect of how crazy you can build that house. Yeah, well, like, I love when I see something done, you know, in a new way, but they're using different colors that you wouldn't think to use, or their line work is really interesting, or stuff like that. I love seeing that. But and even like plein air artists, lately I've been following Eric Lay. Eric Lay is amazing at plein air, and you know, he just draws nature. He just goes out and draws trees or landscapes or whatever. He doesn't draw, you know, interesting characters or anything, but the way that he renders his paintings, how raw he keeps them and stuff, the way he uses his brush strokes, sometimes the colors that he uses, I just find it so interesting. And I hope one day I can be as good at painting like landscapes and things as he is. I'll have to give it a ton of practice though. You don't want to cheat yourself out of learning every aspect of developing imaginative realism. Things like copying references one-to-one, first looking at reference and trying to draw from memory. It helps bring the confidence gap between lighting, form, functionality of the thing you are communicating. Exactly. You know what I also find sad, Charles? Like what you just said, like drawing a reference one to one, you know, does rob yourself of that imaginative drawing. But I so often find newbie artists who are like, oh, I don't want to use a reference because I don't want to cheat. And all I can think to myself is, you know, references are so helpful to how you learn. Like it's great using a reference. You don't need to one-to-one copy it to use it, but like sometimes in my own work, if I was too lazy to use a reference in hindsight, you know, I was like, oh, damn, if I had used a reference, I could have, you know, incorporated this interesting thing. Or, you know, you don't remember, your brain just doesn't remember every single thing about every creature out there. And I think it's part of like building that memory bank. And if you, the more references you use and you draw those things, the more you allow yourself to build that memory bank of those things. And, you know, there are times when I use a reference and it's actually interfering with the composition I'm trying to get for the character. And then you just stop. Like, you use the elements that are helpful, but you don't have to rely on the whole thing. But I just feel like when you avoid using references altogether, it can be very detrimental. And it's really not cheating. It's not cheating at all. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Yeah. You used to think like that. Now you use a reference for everything. Yeah. References are the best way to learn. All the best artists use references. It's just, yeah. I don't know where that concept came from. It's like, yeah, sure. Sometimes you draw something completely without a reference and that's all cool and great. But I don't generally pride myself for doing a drawing just out of my mind. To me, it's like, well, some of them I will, you know, learn and improve it from having the reference, and other times I just won't. And it really just depends on each piece. So I don't really use it as a way to measure the success of my drawing. For me, I think of the success of my drawing just in terms of did that come out in the most interesting and unique way I could have made it? And am I proud of how it turned out? Did I achieve the image in my head? How successfully did I achieve it? Like Kim Jong-ji, for example, the way he goes at it without looking at anything, it's impressive. Almost photographic memory, salons are highly praised, but drawing on the fly and winging it well isn't the measure we should be measuring greatness in art. Love his work, by the way, just making a point. Yeah, I agree with you, Charles. Like, that is, you know, incredible. And I'm sure, like, you know, that there are people who can just draw these really amazing things just from memory. And, you know, like, even if you look at your own work, and what you're able to draw from memory now versus like a few years ago, you'll probably realize that it's gotten much better and you can draw so many cooler things now just from memory. But yeah, I agree with you. It's not something that I would, you know, pride myself on in particular. It's more just what would have been the best outcome for this particular drawing? Could I have improved it if I had a reference?
They're here.
Oh my goodness, Jordan reads books. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you today? Heck yeah, we got a raid. Hopefully we're not in an ad. Hate those ads. We're not. We're all good, guys. We're all good. Welcome, raiders. And Jordan, if you would like to, please share a link to your artwork. Or if you have an Instagram page, feel free to share that as well. We'd love to see what you did on your stream today. We're currently doing Drawlloween, and our prompt for today is Raven, guys. Raven. So I'm drawing this cute little raven creature of mine. Hello, Jordan. You don't do art on this channel, but you do draw. Nice. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, guys, these are beautiful. I love these style of illustrations. That is gorgeous. That is so gorgeous. You should build like a beautiful sketchbook just full of illustrations like these. Man, that's incredible. That's so incredible. I love that. I think this one's my favorite. This Carolina Wren. My favorite. We have rosellas where we live. They're so beautiful. Such peaceful little birds. And not very loud either. They're amazing. Really amazing. Oh my goodness, you have done so many. Whoa, these are done on wood. Oh, we have these exact pigeons or doves. Doves, I guess. We have these exact doves on our pergola, guys. And it's a couple, and they always come during lunchtime. It's really cute. And Carolina Wren is one of your favorites too. I love all the different colors you put. Look at the pink and, you know, that bluish tone in the yellow. I love all the different colors here. That's beautiful. The Zazu is sleeping at the moment. There is a Zazu, but he is sleeping. Yeah. This is so beautiful. I love these. Look at the little highlights on that eye. You did a 100-day bird drawing project? I used to have little zebra finches. I had little zebra finches once upon a time. They're really cute. I don't even know what happened to them because I don't remember them passing away ever. I believe I must have just given them away when we moved. They weren't very tame. Oh, I love this little sketch of the zebra finch. They weren't very tame, so I didn't exactly have them as, you know, pets. But, they were really cute. Really cute. So what did you do on stream today? Tonight you did reading sprints? You're reading only vampire books this month. Yeah. Halloween, right? I mean, of course. Very fitting. And what did you read about today? Aw, Jordan, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. I'm currently reading Immortal Dark. It's meh. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Not everything is going to be a masterpiece. So hopefully eventually this little sketch of mine, I'm going to turn it into an oil painting. And it's going to be a very small oil painting. I think it's like 4 by 6 inches, I reckon. These come in inches. It's about the only thing I know in inches, guys. Everything else I do is in centimeters because I'm in Australia, but these I buy in inches, so that's how I know. Okay, I'm gonna keep going with the tree. This is why already in my bio it has become clear to you that Zazu is my pet bird and not a reference to the birding Lion King. Yeah, I would show you Zazu, but he is like literally napping at the moment. I feel too bad to wake him up. But there are lots of clips of Zazu if you want to see little Zazu. He quite often is features at the start of the stream. So normally if you're here when the stream begins, you will see little Zazu. Because that's generally when he's still on his best behavior and not falling asleep. I do feel like I'd like to add something to the raven's wings. I'm definitely loving these colored pencils. I only got them. I got the lead, I think two days ago, Monday or Tuesday, and I got the pencils today. They came so early. Shipping from Japan is ridiculously fast, guys. Yeah, I just love the subtle color that I can get with these. Which is why you mentioned the hornbill earlier. Aww. Yeah, he's really cute. But yeah, he's super sleepy at the moment. I would feel too bad waking him right now. Alright, time for some blue. I think this is the first time I'm using the blue one. I haven't exactly used it before this. Let's see. Which one of these? This one is quite, yeah, I'm not going to use Codepix there. I reckon I'm just going to add very subtle orange to this stump to get like the look of some brown going. Okay. The question is, do I add, what do I add for some background? At the moment, it's just got very, very faint, like, trees and stuff. I could do, I don't want to do anything that really splits it down the middle in any way too much. But if I did like very loose trees. Perhaps just like a loose type of forest like this could work. Thanks, Amari. I'm glad. Glad to hear that. I have to make a quick break, guys, so I will be right back. we're back to finish our little raven, guys. So many trees. I'm gonna have to remove this one now. Tova, thank you so much for the biddies.
A group of ravens chased individual crows until the crows were cornered together. In other words, a conspiracy of ravens premeditated a murder of crows.
Oh gosh. I always wonder what's the difference between crows and ravens. I feel like it's just a matter of, like you said, Deborah, a matter of opinion. But, I feel like, it's, ravens have a more curved beak, I think. And I think ravens have bigger bodies as well. Like they're just larger in general, I believe. I'm here for your art stream. How are you doing today? I don't feel like separating it with too much hills or anything. I think in the painting I'll play around with that, but I think for this one I'm pretty happy just keeping it the way that it is. There we go. We finished, guys. Have a look. My little raven. I'm real happy with how this one turned out. So this is going to be eventually an oil painting, which I'll transfer onto this gesso board. So oil painting coming up soon of this cute little guy. I can't wait. It's gonna be super exciting. Super exciting. I just realized if I were to draw some skeleton on the trees and make the background black, this would have been a combination of Raven and Haunted Forest. It could have, exactly. But I've already done Haunted Forest. So yeah. I'm happy with my cute little Raven. Super happy. Super happy. Oh my goodness, Dover. That scared me. So much. So much. What's this, like a purple? It's a cool grey. It's supposed to be a cool grey. I don't think I'm gonna go over with a great big. I think I'm gonna leave it as it is. Happy with this. Just a cute little sketch of my beautiful little raven. That's the sound that a little raven would make. Oh, Dover! That is so fitting. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, we are done, guys. We should find somebody worthy to raid. Where shall we go, guys? Let me see. Let's see who is on. Following. Who am I following that is currently streaming, guys? Let me see. Ushlu is making something. I don't know what though. We have Miyuki, guys. We have something pretty. Who else is live? Who else is live? Doing art. Let me go in the traditional art category. Yeah, I don't have Bert here, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I'm very busy during Drawlloween and I forget to kind of bring the plushies in here. I'm terrible like that. Viewers, let's see. Who is doing traditional art? We have... We could do, Mrs. Coffee is doing some art. How about we do, Miss Coffee? Pretty is on, always good. Schwa is on. Schwa, although digital and a bit spicy. I kind of want to do traditional art. But thank you. Let me see. So I need recommendations, guys. Also sharp balloons. Yeah, maybe we do sharp balloons. I don't think we've rated sharp balloons in quite some time. I always ads. Alright, let's just do sharp balloons. Everyone loves sharp balloons and she's amazing. Alright, we're gonna raid, guys. Before I go though, if you like any of my art and would like to buy some of it, it really goes a long way to support me. I send out everything except the t-shirts and the bags straight from my studio. So if you'd like to buy something, please go check out the store. Another way you can support me, guys, is by pledging on Patreon. Patreon allows me to receive a monthly pledge from you guys, and in return I send you guys monthly postcards and occasionally stickers and things. So if you want to receive monthly letters from me, Patreon is the place to go, guys. But now is the time for us to raid. I'm gonna have a weekend, guys. It has been one heck of a month so far. I am now, guys. Let's see, where's Drawlloween? I can mark off. We have done Raven, guys. We have done Raven, and this is what we have to go, guys. I have only 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left of Drawlloween, guys. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to see the next prompts show up on Instagram over the weekend. Yeah, I'll definitely post them on Instagram. If I feel like it, I might do a stream on the weekend with them. But yeah. Cryptid! Yeah, the most open-ended. I know. I really love the Mothman, so I'm potentially likely to do the Mothman. I can't guarantee though. We'll see. Depends what I feel like when it comes down to it. But for now, guys, I am going to raid Sharp Balloons, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your weekend. Gothmoth encrypted. That is kind of the Mothman. He's basically a goth moth, right? Exactly. Anyway, let's go, guys. Let's say hello to Sharp Balloons, and I will see you guys on Monday. Let's go.